All right, RobotBlockly is a great program for simulating robot instructions, but it's also really good for drawing objects. So in this episode, I want to show you how to draw a water molecule in RobotBlockly. All right, first of all, when you start, by default, you are probably in robot mode. So go and click drawing, and now you're in drawing mode. And we have this robot over here and we want to get rid of it. So deselect show robot. All right, now we're ready to start building our molecule. All right, so over here it displays everything we create. This is the space of all the blocks that we use to assemble our picture. And then this is the workspace where you drag and drop the blocks. All right, I'm going to start out with an oxygen molecule. And I want my oxygen molecule to be right here. And oxygen is always red. So I want a red circle right here. I'll start with the color, select fill color, drag it, drop it. Select red. Next, scroll down and find the circle block. Here it is. Drag it and drop it. And I said I wanted to put that circle right here. So the center of that would be x equals 0 and y equals 3. Okay, x is already 0, y is 3. And I'll make the radius 2. I'm going to run it real fast, see what it looks like. Looks good. Okay, now I want to add my hydrogen atoms. Those are a different color. Hydrogen atoms are always represented in white. So I'm going to click on the fill color block again, drag it, drop it, attach it, select white. And then I'm going to take another circle block, attach it. And I want to put my first hydrogen atom right here. This is going to be the center of that atom. So it looks like x would equal -4. And y equals -4. And I want the radius to be the same as my oxygen atom. So I'm going to make it 2. Take a quick look here, reset the board, press run. Oh, I think I made an error. And I think my coordinates are off by 1, so I'm going to change this to 3. And let's try that again. That's better. All right, now we got to work on this second atom of hydrogen. Again, I need to change the color, fill color, white, circle, drag, drop. This one goes over here. So in this case, x equals +3, and y will still equal -3, and our radius is 2. Reset the board, run it. Okay, looks pretty good. Now I need to bond these hydrogen atoms to the oxygen. I'm just going to use a black line for that. So first I need to set the color of the line, and you do that with a stroke color. So grab the stroke color block, drag it and drop it. I'm going to change it to black. And I need a line. Okay, here's the line block. And it wants x1, y1, x2, y2. All right, I'm going to make my first bond right here. And I'm going to attach it at this point, which I'll call x1, y1. And I'll attach it to the hydrogen right here. This is x2, y2. All right, I'm going to enter those coordinates. x1 is -1. y1 is 1. x2, remember that's right here, is 3, -3. And y2 is -1. Let's take a quick look. Looks good. All right, now for that other bond. Once again, I have to change the color, stroke color, make it black. And now I'm going to take another line, drag it and drop it. And once again, x1, y1 are here, x2, y2 are here. So my x1 equals a positive 1, and y1 equals 1. x2 is going to be 3, and y2 is negative 1. Take a quick look. All right, looks good so far. All right, next I want to label these atoms with some letters. But before I do that, my workspace is getting crowded. So I can solve that in two ways. I can zoom out, or I can just scroll down. I'm going to do that. Okay, so I got a little more space to work with here. Okay, I want to attach those characters on the atoms. If you scroll to the very bottom, you'll find something called text string. Select it, drag and drop. And by default, the color of the text is black, and that will work with our atoms. So we don't have to change the color. All right, let's label the oxygen first. I'm going to make a capital O. And it asks for the XY coordinate of that character. And I want to put that right around here in the middle. This appears to be x equals 0. And let's say y equals 3. Do a quick check. All right, pretty good. And now I'm going to label the hydrogen atoms. H. And we'll start with this one. And it appears that x equals negative 3 and y equals negative 3. Take a quick look. Good. Not perfect. You can play with this, but that's close enough. And now I'm going to label the other hydrogen atom, H. X equals 3 and y equals negative 3. Looks pretty good. All right, one more thing and then we're done. This grid was really helpful. It helped us locate all of our objects, but we don't need it anymore. It's interfering with our picture. So go down to this little box and deselect Show Grid, and you have an illustration of a water molecule.